Hey everyone, welcome to this explainer. We hear a lot about the long-term benefits of quitting sugar, right? But today we're diving straight into the immediate, highly dramatic physiological journey of exactly what happens when you cut sugar completely from your life for just 1 week.
0. That's the amount of added sugar we're talking about here. Going from your regular daily intake down to 0 is an absolute shock to your system. Your body is a highly adaptive machine, but when you suddenly yank away its primary, easiest fuel source and trigger a sudden dopamine drop, well, it doesn't just quietly accept the change, it reacts, and it reacts loudly.
So it really begs the core question we're answering today. Could you survive 7 days without sugar? And what is actually happening beneath the surface when the supply completely stops? We're going to track your body's hero's journey here, descending right into withdrawal, battling those insane cravings, and ultimately ascending into total physiological clarity.
Here's our 7 days survival log. We kick off with the descent in days 1 and 2, push into the struggle of days 3 and 4, hit the breakthrough on days 5 and 6, and wrap up with the triumph on day 7. We're charting the roller coaster from complete panic mode to a total metabolic reboot.
All right, let's jump right into days 1 and 2, the withdrawal shock.
Right out of the gate in these first 48 hours, you're hit with a massive sugar crash. We're talking a sudden, severe drop in blood glucose levels. Because your body is suddenly cut off from its go-to fuel, its glycogen is rapidly depleting, and honestly, it doesn't quite know how to power itself yet. The result? You crash hard. Your energy just bottoms out, and you get that desperate, urgent need for quick energy. The kind that makes you want to raid the office vending machine.
And that crash brings some very real physical symptoms. You're looking at pounding withdrawal headaches, crushing heavy fatigue where just doing basic tasks feels like moving through wet concrete. You'll likely get severe brain fog, a total lack of focus, and of course those intense, overwhelming cravings for sweets. The really crucial takeaway here is that these rapid-fire symptoms aren't a sign your body is breaking down. It's your brain literally panicking for its usual glucose hit. It is demanding you feed it what it's used to.
This breakdown brilliantly shows just how hijacked your mental state gets on that dramatic first day. Look at this. A massive 60% of your mental energy is literally just obsessing over sweets, like dreaming of a candy bar or a soda. Another 30% is entirely dedicated to feeling exhausted. That leaves a measly 10% actually trying to get you through your workday. And let's be real, that 10% is hanging on by a thread. It's a brutal 48 hours.
Moving on to days 3 and 4, over the hump.
Now, what's fascinating here is the intense paradox happening inside you. It's a total battle between your mind and your body. Mentally, you're probably at your absolute worst. Highly irritable, anxious, super moody. You might snap at someone for literally no reason. But physically, behind the scenes, your insulin levels are finally dropping. Your body is actively adapting. So yeah, the mood swings are brutal, but your physical machinery is actually doing the deep work of healing itself.
And because that internal healing is happening, you get a massive payoff by day 4, your first night of truly deep, restorative sleep. Think about it. Usually, when you eat sugar, especially later in the day, your blood sugar spikes and crashes all night long, which constantly pulls you out of deep sleep. With those spikes gone, your sleep architecture completely stabilizes. By the 4th night, the quality of your rest dramatically improves, letting your brain finally wash away all that lingering fatigue.
You're also going to notice that classic afternoon energy slump, that 2 p.m. wall where you desperately need a coffee or a pastry, starts to flatten out. If you compare the massive, debilitating crash of day 1 to day 4, you'll see it becomes just a slight, natural dip in your circadian rhythm. Your body is basically remembering how to use stored fat for steady fuel instead of relying on the quick-burning kindling of sugar.
Okay, the storm is past. Let's look at days 5 and 6, the sweet awakening.
This is where you actually start to feel amazing, and it unfolds in a really distinct sequence. Step 1, your steady energy returns, but it's different. It's calm and continuous, zero jitters. Step 2, your mental focus sharpens drastically. You can actually concentrate again without getting sidetracked. And step 3, which is a fantastic surprise for a lot of people, your skin inflammation clears up. Sugar is incredibly inflammatory, so without it, your skin visibly starts looking clearer, brighter, and way less puffy.
This quote really hits the nail on the head. The debilitating brain fog vanishes entirely, replaced by a sustained, clean focus. That's the real magic of days 5 and 6. Instead of your brain constantly chasing the next sugar high and suffering the crash, it's now running on a steady, perfectly clean supply of energy. You are biologically back in the driver's seat.
And finally, we arrive at day 7, the final transformation. Look at this incredible contrast across your body's key pillars. Just compare the day 1 baseline to your day 7 reality. Your energy goes from crashing and exhausted to steady and sustained. Your sleep transitions from restless and interrupted to deep and restorative. Your mood goes from anxious and irritable to calm and level. And those cravings, the ones that hijacked 60% of your brain power, they go from completely overwhelming to practically gone. In just 1 week, that relentless daily cycle of sugar addiction is fundamentally broken.
So, the most important takeaway from all of this is that your body has successfully rebooted its relationship with food. The intense drama of the withdrawal is totally over. Your biology has recalibrated. You're left with clear skin, great sleep, stable moods, and actual control over your cravings. You're no longer just reacting to crashes. You are functioning optimally.
It is just an incredible transformation to witness, and it happens so incredibly fast. It really leaves us with a fascinating question. If your body can completely transform and heal in exactly 7 days, what would a lifetime without sugar look like? Just how much power do our daily dietary habits truly hold over our energy, our minds, and our entire lives? Definitely something to chew on the next time you reach for that midday snack. Thanks for joining me for this explainer. I hope this journey through the body's chemistry was as eye-opening for you as it was for me.